Dear listeners, my name is Anthony Clark.
And I'm Melanie Clark.
And we are
The Amazing
Clarks. We're both award-winning certified life and love coaches and a husband and wife duo that have been coaching together as a team for 24 years and that have been passionately in love for 32. They call us the Amazing Clarks because we empower people to live amazing lives.
And we're here to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in life and love. Love the Amazing Clarks is our personal love letter to all of you who love love as much as we do.
That's right. So let's get this party started.
Yes.
So today we have another amazing podcast for you. Today's main topic is letting go of old love in order to attract new love. So this is for you singles. It's going to be a really good one. And maybe you're in that situation. Maybe you might know someone in that situation. But either way, it's going to be an amazing episode. But before we jump into the main topic, it's time for the listener letters. Now, in this segment, you guys send your questions in, relationship questions, dating questions, life questions, any questions that you have, and we will answer them on the podcast. So, baby, what's today's listener letter?
Today's listener letter comes from Veronica in Orlando, Florida. Veronica says, I'm a 32-year-old female, and I've been married for 12 years. I got married really young, and now my husband is saying we need to branch out and seek other ways to jazz up our love life.
Ooh.
After having 4 kids, I'm all right with having sex once or twice a week. He says I'm being selfish, and when he was upset last night, he said, I'm going to make him cheat on me. Ooh. Was this an admission that he already cheated, or was this a warning? Oh, what do you think, Anthony?
Wow. Okay, I'm going straight off my intuition.
Okay, do it.
So it sounds to me like, no, he hasn't cheated. Because, typically if you're going to cheat, you're not going to put it out there like that.
Yeah, you're not going to announce it.
So I think it's a cry for help.
Yeah.
It's a warning. And he's maybe looking in that direction, but he sounds like he's being like, he doesn't want to go there. He wants his wife. And to the missus, I'd say this. In everything in life, if you're not growing, you're dying. That's everything. Yeah. And especially when it comes to your relationship, you got to keep expanding. You got to keep growing. Once you get too comfortable and stagnant, things go south real fast.
Right.
And so even though it may be uncomfortable for you because you're comfortable where you're at, you got to push yourself sometimes. And you may not agree with what he wants to do, but you can find something that works for both of you guys. Yeah. And sometimes just making the effort can make a difference to your partner. Like, okay, at least you care. At least I see you trying. So I say try. But you pretend like your marriage depends on it.
Right.
Because it does.
That's true. Very true. I agree with all that. And I just want to say, I get it. If you got 4 kids, you're probably exhausted, which means that you are not making time for your marriage. You're not prioritizing. And it's really important when you have children to prioritize your marriage because that's the foundation of your family. Right. And a lot of times it's easy to get into the mindset of he'll be all right. He's okay. He can go in the bathroom and handle it himself. Right. It's okay to think that for a while, but he is letting you know straight up, I am at my breaking point and I need something more from you. So when someone tells you what they want, you should listen. And I would highly recommend you carve out some time for you. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. A lot of times he just wants your time and your attention and your affection. So I would say start there. It's going to be worth it. Veronica. Right.
And Veronica, and I'd also recommend start with your mindset. You got to get your head right.
Yeah.
Because if you just do it, just to do it, it's not going to feel good to him. It's going to feel like you're doing it out of pity.
And resentful.
You're doing it being reluctant. And so you got to get to a place where you're at peace with it. Well, actually, you get excited about it. Look at it as an opportunity for you guys to grow closer, for you guys to grow more in love and to strengthen your marriage. So look at the positives in it so that you come to it with the right energy.
Yeah. I just want to add this really quick. I just thought about this. Think of it like this, Veronica. If you don't handle it with him, you will eventually have to handle it with someone else. It's so interesting to me. People break up and then they go right back out there trying to meet someone else and they got to give somebody else exactly what they didn't want to give their original partner. So it's worth spending the time and attention where you are now because you're going to have to do it anyway.
That's right. So do it with a smile.
With joy in your heart.
Good job. Good job, baby.
Good job.
All right. That was a good listener letter. Yes. And once again, you guys send your questions in. You submit it in the show notes below, and we'll take it from there. So time for the main event, baby. You ready?
Yes, I am ready.
So the main topic, today's topic is letting go of old love in order to attract new love.
Yeah.
Old love, new love. So now, one of the reasons why we chose this topic was because, we've run into this on a number of occasions throughout our coaching career.
Yeah.
But this week, we just had a client that was going through it. And so basically, she's a single female, and she came to us because she's ready for love. And she wants to attract us. She wants us to help her do that. But as we dug in a little more, got a little deeper, we found out that she had Mr. Wonderful, her ex, that she was actually still in love with.
Yeah.
And she was just like, this guy is just the best. He's amazing. He's beautiful. He's best friend. He's everything. But he can't be in a relationship with her. He's not ready to settle down. They want different things. So she had to let him go. And they've been seeing each other for years. And now she's like, I'm ready to attract. With the coaching, here's how it works. If you're attached to someone else and you're not over them, in fact, you're even a little infatuated with them, a little obsessed with them, it's going to be really difficult and almost impossible for you to attract someone else and commit to them and give your all to them.
Yeah.
Because there's no space for that other person, because old person is still taking up that space.
Yeah.
So I'll let you take it, baby. Run with it, baby.
One of the reasons I want to talk about it, because you're right, we see this a lot. We've coached a lot of people on this. And I think what happens, if you can step back and look at it, if you're going through this, generally what we found is they think the person that they're still wanting is like what I call an exquisite specimen, right? They're so great that they're like, that was the best.
The best.
It's the best I could get. And I'm afraid that there won't be anyone that good because they were so great. And that creates obsession, right? It creates like, why won't they choose me? Why can't I have them?
Right.
What is wrong with me? And then they want to watch that person, or they want to stay connected, or they want to contact that person.
Yep.
And the obsession, becomes part of their life. But meanwhile, they think I can go date someone else, but they're sitting across from going, you're not an exquisite specimen. You're not enough. So then the judgment train shows up, right? So if you are wanting to let go of someone that you felt really connected to, that you really wanted, and for whatever reason it didn't work out, the first step is going to be, we're going to go through this with you guys today and help you see how to let them go, because you literally have to let them go before you can allow the connection with someone else, right?
Exactly. And with this particular client, what we're doing, it's like in phases. So the first phase is to get her to make peace and get past that relationship, the ex, and let go.
Yes.
But right now, if we moved her towards attracting a partner, we could bring her the greatest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
And she's going to find something wrong with him that she doesn't like.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we're not going to waste her time like that, and we're not going to waste our time. So we got some work to do.
Right. The way that you start with, first of all, is accepting it. Okay. Accepting that you really care about this person.
They shouldn't deny it. They shouldn't fight it.
No, they should not deny it. They should not fight it. They should not try to make themselves angry or do the whole, I deserve better, so I got to be mad at you, because that just keeps the obsession alive. It keeps feeding it energy.
What
right?
about when the brain can tell the difference between a lie and truth? So you just tell yourself over and over again, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Okay, coach, you're getting way ahead of yourself now. We'll come back to that.
I'm trying to set you up here, throw a little softball so you can knock them out the park here.
I know. But what I want to say about that, because there's two ways we could do this, right? There's one way, like if the person says, I actually want to try to manifest this person. I want to try to attract them back. That's one thing that we could help people do. You have to really work with the law of assumption. You have to really be able to hang in there till it manifests. And not everybody could do that. I think most people cannot do that. They're going to struggle with the lack of connection, and they cannot believe that they can attract this person back. I've seen that happen. I've seen people attract someone back if they just stay focused on the energy in a positive way.
Someone like who? Who have you ever met in your life that went through that happened to?
I think they're called the Amazing Clarks. That's who's done it. Yes, we've done that. Yes.
We've been there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So when it comes to coaching, though, we're not here to tell you what to want. So if she was saying, I want to attract him, we would go a totally different route.
Right. That's a whole nother thing.
But that's different than what we're doing here. What we're doing here is she's saying, I accept that we're not going to be together, but I can't let it go because I still feel it. I still feel him. I still want him, but I recognize we're actually not a good match.
Right.
That's something totally different.
Right. As far as the preference, most of the time was for the person to have the old person back.
Mm-hmm.
Really, they want that even more than they want someone new.
Yeah.
So they have a perspective of like, I'm settling.
Yeah.
And as long as you have that perspective of settling, it's going to go bad. You're not going to attract anything that you like, that you want.
Yeah.
So you might as well just stay where you're at for the moment.
Yeah.
And then as far as trying to attract back the old person, the problem with that is you can only manifest for yourself.
Yes.
You can't manifest for other people. And if he's not a vibrational match, you can't force him, you can't coerce him, you can't trick him into becoming a vibrational match.
Yeah.
So you can only work on yourself. Now, a lot of times what happens is that you'll change your energy and get more in alignment.
Yeah.
And you move on. All of a sudden, that's a frequency change, which now that person may respond differently. Your ex may respond and all of a sudden feel like, you know what? I miss you. Or you've changed, or anything can happen.
Yeah.
But as a coach, we're not going to go in there and be like, we're going to help you get that person. We guarantee, we can't do that.
No, but what we can do is help you clear your energy field, which is what we're doing here, so that she can make her vibration a match to what she actually wants, because she's in resistance. So whenever you're in resistance is, I don't like this. This is making me unhappy. This is making me uncomfortable. It's negative thinking about the subject. That's resistance.
Yes, resistance.
So
anytime you can't accept what is, then it creates resistance within you, which pushes back against you. And to accept what is doesn't mean you have to like it. You just have to accept that, okay, this is where I'm at. This is the reality. And I have to deal with the hand that I'm dealt. Then from there, you move to change it.
Yeah.
But if you don't accept it first and make peace with it, like Melanie's saying, and get rid of the resistance, then nothing's going to change.
Yeah. So the first step is accepting it. And I love this perspective. This person was exquisite. And they were the best that I've ever had. And it was so good that I want more of it. Not only do I want someone like them, I want someone better than them. They opened my eyes to the fact of how good it could be. And I want better. They were amazing. Then the second piece is I attracted them. So I'm a match to that. I'm amazing too. I'm exquisite too. There are more people out there that are a match to me. This person was a mirror. They helped me see myself. They helped me recognize what I want in a partner. Something was off. That's why it didn't work out. And that's okay, because now I know it exists and I can attract it again and again and again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I agree.
So starting with that is a great way to start clearing it out and making peace with the relationship that didn't actually work out.
That's right. And just being grateful to have that experience and have an appreciation for it.
Yep.
And also, we had the young lady look at it like a buffet. And so before she met the ex, she never knew that kind of love, that kind of relationship could exist, or she could feel like that about somebody.
Yeah.
And so it surprised her and caught her off guard. She thought, I knew it all. But then all of a sudden, surprise. And now it's the same thing we were explaining to her. Okay, you didn't think he existed. You got surprised.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking there's no one else that could make you feel that way.
Yeah.
But life could surprise you just the same way it did it before. And here's the other thing. You don't want to find someone that makes you feel that exact way. Odds are there's someone that can make you feel something even different.
Yes.
So don't try to go back to recapture that old feeling. Open yourself up to a new dish in a buffet.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, you found the dish in a buffet that you really, really love. You're going to stick there and not try any other dishes? You think that's the only dish in that buffet and every experience you could ever want is in this buffet? Everything that's possible is in this buffet? No, there's more. You need to explore more.
Yes.
But be grateful for that dish and eagerly anticipate finding another amazing dish.
I agree.
That you didn't even know was there.
Yeah. And just recognizing in dating, like I just always got to go back to this. Dating is about discovery. And if you run into something that doesn't work with someone that you're dating, that's just a sign they're not the ultimate partner for you, right? So if we use the buffet analogy, sometimes you put something on your plate in a buffet and it tastes good at first. And you eat it after a while and you're like, ooh, this got an aftertaste.
Yeah.
I don't like this so much no more. right? Or you chew the flavor out of it. It's like, I'm just not feeling it anymore. And you can't take that personally if you feel that way about someone or if someone feels that way about you. That's what all the chemistry about. That's what all the focus is about. Like how you focus your energy and your thoughts about someone are going to create your emotions, right? And they're going to create the chemistry in your body. But sometimes it just ends because you've gotten everything out of that relationship. There's not more. And if you hold on to it, it's like, a long time ago when I was a kid, I had a friend take me water skiing, right? I had never been water skiing before. It's so, you know how you hold the rope and then they pull you up out of the water? Well, I fell, but I didn't let go of the rope. So they were dragging me around the lake because I didn't know I needed to let go of the rope, right? And if you don't let go of a relationship that's ran its course, it will drag you. And you will drag it through all your other dating. So make peace with it. Just accept it. Like what happens when you won't accept it, your ego is just going to keep showing up and be like, I got to check on them. I got to see what happened. What's going on over here? Why are they doing that? Why didn't they want me? What if I do this? What if I do that? Like that's just your ego and it will be activated because you're not accepting it.
Yeah.
But if you're just real with yourself and you just look yourself in the mirror and be like, yep, it was the best I ever had. Yep. I just got it. That was good. That was real good. I really liked that. I liked that a lot. And I want more of that.
You know, you're turning me on right now, right?
Why? I'm not talking about you.
You're talking really. Okay.
The best I ever had. Anthony, you're the best I ever had. You're an exquisite specimen.
I don't want to brag. Yeah, you too. You're exquisite too, baby.
Thank you. Yeah. So that is my point. You will land on someone even more exquisite than you anticipated when it's the right person.
Right.
So
was there any pun intended on that last one that landed on someone?
No.
I think it might have. That was good. That was good. Good job. Look at you, boo-boo. Look at you. All right.
Okay, I got to pay attention. I'm laughing too much.
No, this is good. This is good. Laughter is good.
Yes, it is.
I agree with you. And, you know, one of the things that she was doing, which was creating more resistance, was she was trying to force herself to be like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Yeah.
And that's not going to work because that's like, if you try to force yourself to not want it, it's going to actually subconsciously make you want it more.
Yeah.
It's like the Romeo and Juliet thing.
Yeah.
When the parents say, I forbid you to see this person anymore, no more, you can't do it, it makes you want to see them more. And you're going to find a way to see that person.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Be okay with where you're at. You are where you are, and that's okay.
I mean, what you describe is so true. And people do that to themselves all the time. They try to deny themselves what they really want. And they put all these barriers. And all it does is make you want it more. Like we love taboo.
You can't bullshit your spirit.
No. You can't bullshit the universe.
Nope.
You cannot be universe. I want love. And I'm not in love with the guy that I was in love with before. I'm not in love with the girl I was in love with before. I'm ready.
That's split energy.
No, you're not ready until you make peace with it. So that really is making peace is how you let it go. And here's the other thing. I just love this. It's like grieving when you love someone and it doesn't work out. And with grieving, what we do is we don't ever get over it. We incorporate it, right? Like we incorporate the love that we have for the people in our life that pass on. We never get over it. We incorporate it. We live with it. It becomes part of us. That love that we had for them, it becomes part of our energy field, but it's not a resistant love.
Right.
It is I'm grateful that I experienced you. And if you can take on that same type of attitude towards love that's lost, like that didn't work out, and you can just incorporate it into who you are and be grateful for it and see how it enhanced you and grew you and made you more of who you want to be in the world and more of a match to the type of love that you want.
Right.
Like that is the next piece of it. Like accept it and then incorporate it into your life. It's okay that sometimes you want to cry when you think about it. It's okay to miss that person. You're grieving the loss of love, and love is beautiful even when it's lost.
Right.
So let it go with love. That's really what I say to do. And I think sometimes the ego shows up and we want to be mad at it and we want to beat the person up. We want to vilify them because we think if we can be angry or upset, we'll push them away and we could move on. No, you're not pushing them away and you're not moving on.
You're right.
You're better off incorporating it.
I agree. And it's also unfair to other people that you're trying to date because it's like a ghost is in a relationship. They're competing against a ghost and it will continuously haunt your relationship. As soon as you get irritated with that person, now you're thinking about your ex. And it's going to be really unfair for that person, for you to really connect with a new person. So don't even go there.
Well,
don't go there.
The infamous tattoo on my booty
on
was
your what?
me.
On your what?
On my booty. Stop it. Don't make me do it all again. Don't do it all again.
Good times.
That's really what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was making peace with the fact that I believed and still believe that you're an exquisite specimen of a man and that I would want to be with you no matter what. So if at any point you wanted to be with me, I had to be real with myself. I'd be like, all right, okay, he's here now, so I gotta go. Right?
Yeah.
Like that was me accepting that I felt that way and taking action on it. And even if we had not got back together, I literally believe that I would have looked at the time we had together as just a monumentally beautiful time in my life.
Right. I agree.
I'm grateful that I had the Anthony experience.
Because we shared that with the client that we both have been there. And when we went through a breakup years ago when we were dating, it was very similar. I was out there and I was dating other people, but I was comparing everybody to you.
And I was comparing everybody to you.
And nobody was measuring up.
Yeah.
And it was unfair to the other people. And the good thing was we reconnected. We were still in love. We never fell out of love.
Yeah.
And so that was one of the success stories where you can get that ex, the ex back.
But I think that we let each other go because we accept that we loved each other enough to I loved you. I was like, if you're not happy with me, like I love you. I want you to be happy. Like go be happy. You could still be my friend. Like I think we were able to do that. Like we
wanted each other to have what the other person wanted. And life was just pulling us in different directions. And it was like, I don't want you to resent me for not being able to go in the direction that you want to go. And you didn't want me to resent you because I couldn't go to the direction that I wanted to go.
Yes. Sometimes life be lifing and it's just the timing ain't right. Right. So you have to accept that. And, the saying is, if you love someone, let it go. If it's yours, it will return to you. But that love has to be real love. It can't be like, well, I'm mad at you and I'm blaming you and I'm angry with you and I'm obsessing with you. And it has to be real love, which is I accept it and I release it.
And there's nothing more painful than not having what you desire and the things that you want.
Yeah. It's hard.
And I've seen it over and over again where people have held on for years, decades to an ex that they can't have. And they just can't move on. And to me, that is so sad. That's like, live your life.
Yeah.
Live your life. This isn't a dress rehearsal. This is the real deal here. Live it.
Yeah. And there's so much more out there and there's so many more experiences out there. But when you don't let go, you won't see them. You won't connect with them. And so
it's much easier if your ex is a loser.
or not hot or not hot. But that's what I'm saying. That's why when it's the hardest is when that person is hot and they're amazing or they're famous or they're, all the things that people think that they need to be happy.
I never felt like that about my ex-wife. It was like, by the time we were like, she was like, well, then why don't you leave? It was like, my bags are already packed.
But you were ready to go.
Yeah, I was ready to go.
Now the person on the other side isn't necessarily ready to go.
And so there was no looking back. So, yeah.
No, that's very true. So you guys, the steps are make peace with it, accept the way that you feel, and recognize that you're grieving and incorporate it into your life as some of your lived experience that's made you amazing. And realize if you think that this person is so amazing and so exquisite, then so are you. because you attracted them, and we are attracting what we are a match to. And if they have exited stage left, that just means someone better is going to come in stage right.
On to the next
and
one.
Get excited about that, but don't tell yourself that something's wrong because it didn't work out with them. Not every relationship is supposed to be your final relationship. It is dating for discovery, so you get clearer and clearer and clearer on what you want until, boom, you recognize it when it shows up in front of you. And both of you want it. Like, there's no stopping both of you from wanting it. That's what you're moving towards.
Good job.
Thank you.
Drop the mic, baby.
Dropping the mic. I hope that helps you guys. I know a lot of people struggle with that. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. We really love you and appreciate you guys. And we hope these podcasts are helping you have more love in your life.
That's right. And if you guys didn't get a copy of our book yet, Crack the Code, Secrets to Achieving Your Happily Ever After, then make sure you pick up a copy, available at Amazon.com. And if you guys are interested in coaching with the Amazing Clocks, yes, you can coach with the Amazing Clocks. All you got to do is reach out to us at theamazingclocks.com, and we'll get right back at you. You can coach via Zoom, you can coach by phone, and you can even coach live in person if you are in the North Carolina, Charlotte area.
Yes.
And last but not least, if you guys are interested in becoming a life coach, or you just want to learn some skills to life coach yourself or the people around you, check out our life coach training and certification course at the Law of Attraction LifeCoachAcademy.com.
And be sure to head on over to our TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube channel at The Amazing Clarks to connect with us.
That's right. So there you go, people. We gave it to you. Now, what you going to do with it?
So remember, to go there, you got to grow there.
Love the Amazing Clarks.